Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're going to be looking at a really important shift that's happening in business payment systems.
Right. It's moving away from the old way of doing things.
Exactly. We're focusing on a proposition called Payzy Pro from COSMOTE Payments, which seems to be all about moving businesses towards these, holistic digital solutions.
And it's a very timely deep dive.
Yeah.
The traditional banking models are, frankly, just not cutting it for the modern small or medium-sized business.
No, they're not. They're getting left behind. And the source material we have is really clear about what businesses actually need today. It boils down to three simple things.
Just three things.
First, ease. It has to be easy to use. Second, a genuinely low cost because margins are everything. And third, reliable technology that actually works.
You can see how badly that's needed in the Greek market, which is our main focus here. Data from Focus Barry shows that small businesses are making more and more electronic payments.
The numbers are jumping.
They are. But that just shines a brighter light on the old problems. Crazy high bank commissions, the cost of the actual POS machines, and then getting locked into these long contracts.
Oh, the contracts. 12, sometimes 24 months. And if you want to get out, the penalties are they're a huge problem for a small business that needs to be agile.
Absolutely. So the mission today is to really get into how Payzy Pro aims to solve all of these issues in one single package.
Okay, let's unpack this. I think we have to start with the most obvious innovation, the physical side of taking a payment.
Or the lack of a physical side.
Right. It's this soft POS feature. They call it Payzy POS. It completely gets rid of the need for a dedicated card terminal. It turns an Android phone into one.
Which is a breakthrough for day-to-day operations. I mean, true mobility. If your staff has a phone, they have a payment terminal.
So it takes Visa, MasterCard, Maestro, the usual suspects.
All the standards, yeah. But there are a few technical requirements. The phone has to be running Android 11 or newer. And it, of course, must have NFC.
And I saw a security note.
Oh, yeah. And this is important. It won't work on rooted devices or phones in developer mode. That's to ensure a baseline of security and integrity for the transactions.
Okay, but let me just play devil's advocate for a second. If I'm a business owner, I might be a little nervous about my employee taking payments on their personal phone. What about the security there?
It's a fair question. But the security isn't really in the phone's hardware. It's in the app itself. The Payzy POS app uses the same kind of tokenization and encryption you'd find in a traditional terminal.
So the risk is managed.
It is. And when you weigh that against the cost and hassle of buying and maintaining a bunch of separate physical machines, it's a pretty easy choice for most.
And speaking of cost, or I guess not having a cost, we have to talk about the QR payment feature. This seems like a game changer.
It's their big strategic play. If your customer also uses the regular Payzy app and they pay you by scanning a QR code, the commission is 0.
0%.
0%. And they're guaranteeing that for all of 2024. Plus, the money is in your account instantly. For a busy cafe or something, that's huge.
Absolutely. And operationally, what if I have, say, a retail store with 5 people on the floor? Can they all take payments at once?
Yep. The system is built to scale. Your base subscription is €10 a month, and that gets you one soft POS license.
Just one to start.
Right. But then you can add another one for an employee for just €5 more per month. You can also manage up to 10 different QR terminals. So you can cover a lot of ground without buying a single piece of hardware.
That flexibility really sets up the whole conversation about cost. Even for normal card payments, they're being pretty aggressive.
They have to be.
They're charging 0.8% for Greek consumer cards.
Which is, among the lowest in the market. And it's 1.8% for business or foreign cards. But the headline rate isn't even the most disruptive part.
No, it's this cashback feature. They call it cashback that really matters.
And it's not just some gimmicky loyalty points program.
Yeah.
This is a genuine financial loop that they've created.
Okay, let's break that down because it's a little complex but really clever. There are 2 parts to it, right?
2 main pillars. First, you get 1% cash back on every single purchase you make using your Payzy business debit card.
Okay, so that's for your own business expenses.
Exactly. And the second part, which is pretty unique, is you get 1% cash back on your business's utility bills when you pay them through the app.
Your utility bills, like electricity.
Electricity, water, internet. Those big fixed operational costs that are so hard to reduce.
So let's connect those dots. I'm a shop owner. A customer pays me with their Greek credit card. I pay the 0.8% commission.
Right.
But then I take that money that's now in my Payzy account and I use my Payzy business card to buy new stock from my supplier.
And you get 1% cash back on that purchase.
So wait, I paid 0.8% out, but I got 1% back. I actually made a profit of 0.2% on the whole cycle.
Precisely. That's the loop. It completely changes how you think about commissions. They stop being a pure cost and become part of your working capital strategy. If you run your business expenses through their card, you essentially pay for your own processing fees.
I mean, that's a seriously compelling reason to keep all your money inside their ecosystem.
That's the goal. And that utility bill cashback.
Hmm.
The sources we looked at say it's the only product on the market doing that for businesses. Getting 1% of your power bill back every month, that really adds up.
It's a very clear strategy. This isn't just about taking payments anymore, which I think is the perfect transition into the other side of the platform. It's not just a soft POS. It's a full-on business banking platform. Here's where it gets really interesting.
Right, because it has all these core banking tools built in. First and foremost, you get a dedicated business IBAN account.
Which is so important for keeping your finances separate and clean for, accounting.
It simplifies everything. And because the IBAN is inside the same system where you're collecting payments, you get rid of transfer delays and fees between different banks.
And they give you some free transfers, don't they?
They do. You get 10 free outgoing transfers or envasmata per month. After that, it's only €1 each. For a small business paying suppliers or rent, that can save a decent amount of money every month.
And there are no fees for the physical Visa card either.
None. Free to issue, no subscription fee, and free to replace if you lose it. It's all about chipping away at those little bank fees that bleed businesses dry.
And the speed of settlement, you mentioned it with QR, but it applies to card payments too.
Yes. All funds you collect are settled in your Payzy Pro account the very next day. For a business worried about cash flow, getting your money tomorrow instead of in 3 days is a massive advantage.
Now, what about businesses that sell bigger ticket items? The source material mentioned installment plans.
Yeah, that's another feature that really levels the playing field.
So any little shop can offer them?
Well, it's not automatic for everyone. It's something you can be approved for during the initial registration, the Know Your Business process. But the fact that it's even an option integrated right into the system is huge.
Okay, let's shift from the financial side to the marketing side. This is another area where small businesses just get outgunned by the big chains.
And this platform tries to solve that by using its own network.
How does that work?
It leverages the thousands of consumers who are already using the regular Payzy app. Once your business signs up for Pro, you become a Payzy Pro spot.
Ah, so you instantly show up on a map for all those users.
You get instant visibility. It's like a built-in discovery tool, so you don't have to spend a fortune on, social media ads just to get noticed.
But it's more than just a pin on a map, right?
Oh, much more. The real power is that you can create your own loyalty programs right inside the app.
Without needing an IT department or a marketing consultant.
Exactly. You can just decide, I'm going to offer 5% cash back to any customer who spends over €50 today. You set the rule in the app, and it handles everything, the tracking, the payout, all of it.
That's incredibly powerful. And it seems to be working. The adoption numbers are pretty strong.
Very strong. The sources mentioned that over 1,200 businesses became Payzy Pro spots just between November 2023 and this past June.
And what kind of businesses are signing up? Is there a pattern?
It seems to be two main groups. You've got slightly larger places like restaurants or retailers with, say, 5 to 9 employees who really need that multi-terminal flexibility.
And the other group?
And then you have the really small enterprises, maybe up to 4 people, think professional services, boutique shops. For both of them, that built-in loyalty and marketing tool is what seals the deal.
So for anyone listening who's running a business and thinking this sounds interesting, let's walk them through how you actually get started. The big promise is that it's all digital.
It is. The first step, interestingly, is for you as an individual. You have to register for the regular consumer Payzy app first. You use your Texas and his net credentials and do a quick video ID check.
So you verify yourself as a person first?
Correct. Once you're in the system as an individual, then you can start the business registration. That's the KYB or Know Your Business part.
And that's where you upload your documents?
Yep. You fill out the forms on the Payzy Pro platform, submit your company details, VAT declarations, that sort of thing. But it's all done on your computer or phone. No trips to a bank branch.
Okay. And how long does that part take? What's the turnaround?
That's the main waiting period. It usually takes about 3 to 5 business days for them to process all the documents and approve the business.
And once you're approved?
You get an email. Then you open up the Payzy Pro app, you make your first €10 subscription payment, and your account is active.
And then finally, the soft POS,
Yeah.
the part that lets you take payments.
Right. About 2 or 3 days after you activate, you get another email with the final instructions.
Mm-hmm.
You download one more app, the Payzy POS app, log in, and that's it. Your phone is now a card terminal.
And after all that, the final piece of the puzzle is that you're not locked in. No contract, no termination fees.
Which brings us right back to one of the biggest pain points we started with. It completely solves that problem.
So it really does feel like a major shift.
It is. It's an integrated solution that avoids the rigid, costly structure of traditional banking. You get your POS without the hardware, you get 0% commission on QR payments, real financial savings from that cashback loop, and marketing tools you couldn't access before. It hits all three of those core needs we identified.
Ease, low cost, and reliable technology.
All in one platform.
So what does this all mean? We started this deep dive talking about how the average business is already juggling multiple physical POS devices. The data said about 1.5 wired and 1.7 wireless terminals. Now you have this technology that makes every employee's smartphone a potential payment terminal.
The hardware is just disappearing.
It is. So the question for you to mull over is this. How quickly will this kind of ubiquitous, no-hardware payment system totally redefine what a store even is? How will it push commerce away from a fixed location and towards complete mobility over the next 5 years?